students, welcome to our channel. In this session, we are going to learn about digestive system. Okay, how digestion occurs in human beings, how nutrients were obtained by human beings, etc. We are going to learn now in this session, children. Here coming to the topic, in nutrition in human beings, two major important parts are there, children. What are they means? Alimentary canal. Okay, first one is alimentary canal and the next one is digestive glands, children. Okay, digestion is the process by which complex substances will be converted into simpler forms, children. Here, by these two parts, the digestion process will be held in our body. Okay, children, alimentary canal means here from mouth to anus. Okay, children, alimentary canal means it is from mouth to anus. Okay, children, that is nearly 9 meters long in our body. Okay, children, here the alimentary canal starts from mouth and ends with anus, children. It is nearly 9 meters long in our body. Okay, here total digestion process will occur, digestion, absorption, assimilation, etc. will occur in this alimentary canal, children. Okay, next coming to digestive glands, nearly in our body 5 types of digestive glands are there, children. 5 types of digestive glands. Let us know what are the 5 types of glands, children. First one is salivary glands, children. Okay, first one is salivary glands. Here in salivary glands, saliva will be secreted, children. Okay, salivary glands, saliva will be secreted. Okay, salivary gland secretes saliva. Saliva means it is a slippery liquid present in our mouth, children. What role it plays means it breaks the content, the nutrients called carbohydrates. Okay, children. Here in saliva, an enzyme present called ptyalin. Okay, children, in saliva, enzyme present called ptyalin, children. It acts on carbohydrates. Okay, children, in saliva, ptyalin enzyme will be present, children. Ptyalin, or it is also called as salivary amylase. This will act on carbohydrates, means digestion of carbohydrates will be done in mouth, children, with the help of the enzyme present in our saliva called ptyalin or salivary amylase, children. Okay, here these salivary glands are of 3 pairs, children. In our mouth, these salivary glands are present 3 pairs, children. Okay, 3 pairs of salivary glands are present in our mouth to produce saliva with an enzyme called ptyalin or salivary amylase. And coming to next gland, that is gastric glands. Okay, children, next glands are gastric gland. Here the role of gastric glands is they help in the breakdown of proteins which are present in the food material. Here saliva will help to break down of carbohydrate nutrient, children, as well as here in gastric glands, gastric juices are there. Gastric glands contains gastric juices, children. These gastric juices acts on proteins and convert them into simpler forms. Okay, proteins are the complex molecules. With the help of these gastric juices, they will be converted into simpler forms, children. Okay, so in stomach, only protein contents will be digested, children. Okay, with saliva, carbohydrates will be digested, and with gastric juices, protein contents will be digested. And the next one, third gland is pancreas. Pancreatic glands, children. Here, these pancreatic glands secretes pancreatic juice. Okay, pancreatic juices. These pancreatic juices contains an enzyme called lipase trypsin. Okay, trypsin and lipase enzymes were released by these pancreatic juices. Okay, here the food will be mixed with these juices and further digestion process will be completed, children. Here by the help of gastric juices, protein content were digested. Here with the help of the enzymes released by pancreatic juices, proteins, fats as well as carbohydrates. Okay children, proteins, fats as well as carbohydrates will be digested in pancreas, children. Okay, next, liver. Okay children, liver is the biggest gland present in human body, children. Here liver secretes a juice called bile. Another important thing is bile juice doesn't contain any enzymes, children. Okay, bile juice doesn't contain any enzymes. This bile acts on fats, children. Okay, this bile acts on fats and fats will be converted into fat globules, children. And the fifth one is intestinal glands. Okay, fifth one is intestinal glands. These intestinal glands secretes intestinal juices and intestinal juice also called as succus entericus. Okay children, intestinal glands releases a juice called intestinal juice and it is also called as succus entericus. These juices acts on all nutrients, children, carbohydrates, fats and as well as proteins. Okay, they will be converted into simpler forms, children. After the mixing up with these intestinal juices, the food total nutrients will be converted into simpler forms, children. Okay children, this is our digestive system. Now we will know how digestive system will take place in our body in each organ, children, in our alimentary canal. Okay children, our alimentary canal starts with mouth onwards, children. Okay, here in mouth what happens we will see now. Okay, in mouth there are 3 pairs of salivary glands. How many pairs of salivary glands are there? 3 pairs of salivary glands. Salivary glands secretes a slippery substance called saliva. Okay, salivary gland secretes a slippery substance called saliva. Saliva contains an enzyme called ptyalin or amylase, salivary amylase. Okay, it contains an enzyme called ptyalin or salivary amylase. With the help of these enzymes, food will be mixed in the mouth, children. With the help of our teeth, with the help of our tongue and with the help of the saliva, the food will be thoroughly mixed with these materials and it will be masticated in our mouth. Okay children, the process done in mouth is known as mastication. Okay, here the process done is mastication, children. After mastication, the obtained product is bolus. Bolus is nothing but a slurry mass of food. Okay, slurry mass of food is bolus, children. Here in mouth, with the help of the ptyalin, carbohydrates content will be broken down into maltose, children. Okay, carbohydrates due to the action of ptyalin, they will be converted into maltose, children. Here by mixing up with saliva and with the help of our teeth, it will be chewed into a paste. Okay children. So with the help of mastication process, the food will be converted into slurry mass of food known as bolus, children. Here in mouth, bolus is formed, children. Here the food from mouth, the food enters into pharynx, children. Pharynx is the pathway. There it is the common passage for air as well as food. Okay children. Here an flap-like structure, epiglottis, will be there in pharynx, children. It channelizes the food into food pipe and air into air channel, air wind pipe. Okay children. Here pharynx is the pathway for esophagus, children. From pharynx, the food will be entered into Esophagus. Okay, here esophagus walls are covered with a slippery substance known as mucus, children. Okay, here it is covered with the walls of this esophagus is covered with a slippery substance known as mucus, children. Here this mucus helps to pass the food into the stomach freely. Okay, it helps for the movement of food, okay, bolus into the stomach, children. Here in esophagus, food will be moved into the stomach through movements known as peristaltic movements. Okay, children. The food will move in the esophagus like this, children. This movement is known as peristaltic movements. Peristaltic movement. Okay, children. Bolus moves into the stomach through esophagus or esophagus with peristaltic movements, children. Peristaltic movements means expansion and relax position. Expansion and relax position. These type of movements are peristaltic movements. Okay, children. It is done in esophagus. After from esophagus, bolus will be entered into stomach, children. Okay. It enters into stomach. Here in stomach, what happens means, before we have discussed that in stomach gastric glands will be present. Okay, children. Here gastric gland secretes gastric juices. The bolus enters into the stomach through esophagus, children. Here it will be mixed with gastric juices which were released by the stomach, children. Okay, gastric juices mix up the food with gastric juices in stomach, children. Here in stomach another acid will be present, children, that is HCl. Here HCl maintains the pH value of stomach, children. Okay, it maintains the pH value of the food inside the stomach, as well as it also kills the harmful pathogens which present in our food, which was masticated and swallowed into our stomach, children. Whatever pathogens present in the food, they will be killed by the acid present in our stomach, children. That is HCl. HCl means hydrochloric acid, children. Here stomach walls also contain mucus substance, children. Okay, here the walls, total walls of alimentary canal contains mucus layer. Total system was covered with mucus layers, children. So here in the stomach, gastric glands secrete gastric juices. Okay, gastric glands secretes gastric juices. Okay, these gastric juices acts on proteins, children. Okay, these gastric juices acts on proteins. Here in mouth, salivary glands, saliva acts on carbohydrates and convert them into maltose, children. Whereas here in stomach, this food will mix up with gastric juices thoroughly, and the whatever protein content present in the food substances will be broken down into simpler forms and are converted into peptones, children. Okay, proteins are further converted into peptones in stomach, children. Only proteins were digested in the stomach, children. Carbohydrates will not be digested in stomach. Only proteins content substances which are present in our food only digested in the stomach, children. Okay. Okay, here in stomach food will be mixed with gastric juices and it will be converted into a slippery substance. Okay, it is here the food is partially digested, children. Means in mouth carbohydrate contents were digested and in stomach protein content were digested. Only few nutrients were digested. So here in stomach what happens to the bolus means it will be mixed with HCl and gastric juices and churned into a slippery paste, children. Okay, so that is known as chyme, children. Whatever food particles digested in the stomach, that product is known as chyme, children. From stomach, the bolus slowly moves towards the U-shaped part known as duodenum, children. Okay, here U-shaped part known as duodenum. Here in duodenum, liver is connected, children. Okay, see here for the duodenum, liver and pancreas were connected to the duodenum. So here what happens means from the liver, okay, from the liver secretions will be mixed with the food water came to here in the duodenum. They will be mixed up with the bile juice which was secreted by the liver, children. Here bile juice doesn't contain any enzymes, children. Okay, bile juice doesn't contain any enzyme. Here in liver, bile juice will be secreted, children. That bile will act on fats, children. Okay, bile will act on fats and fats are converted into fat globules, children. Means big molecules will be further converted into simpler molecules. Simple molecules called fat globules, children. Fats were converted into fat globules. This process is known as emulsification. Okay, children. This process is known as emulsification. Okay. Now pancreas, children. Here pancreas also connected to the duodenum like liver, children. Okay, here in pancreas, pancreas releases pancreatic juices. In pancreatic juice, 3 enzymes will be present, children. Okay, in pancreatic juice, 3 enzymes will be present. First one is amylase, children. Okay, first one is amylase and next one is trypsin, children. And the third one is lipase. Okay, these are the 3 enzymes which were present in pancreatic juice, children. Here these enzymes will act on the nutrients. Here amylase acts on carbohydrates. Okay, and carbohydrates will be converted into maltose, children. They will be converted into simple substances, maltose. Okay, as well as trypsin, children. Here trypsin will act on protein content. Okay, trypsin acts on proteins and proteins will be further converted into peptones. Okay, next lipase, children. Here lipase acts on fats and there they will be converted into fatty acids or glycerol, children. Okay, here in lipase acts on fats and they will be further converted into fatty acids or glycerol, children. These are the enzymes present in pancreas and they will help in the digestion of these 3 nutrients, children. Pancreas will be helpful for us in the process of digestion of these 3 nutrients, children. Okay, next after mixing up bile and pancreatic juices here in duodenum, the food will be further moved into the small intestine, children. Before going to small intestine, here in the duodenum, a circular shaped muscle will be there, children. That will help as pathway, gateway. Okay, children, for opening and closing, a circular shaped sphincter is present in duodenum. That is known as pyloric sphincter, children. Okay, the sphincter which is present in duodenum is known as pyloric sphincter. It helps for the movement of food into the small intestine, children. Here from stomach, the bolus food will be entered into the duodenum. There in the duodenum, the food will be mixed with bile and also pancreatic juices, and that food will be slowly moved into the small intestine through pyloric sphincter, children. Okay, pyloric sphincter, only small amounts of food will be sent to the small intestine. Okay, small amounts will be only sent to the small intestine. After the digestion of small amounts and again another small amounts will be sent to the small intestine children. Okay, here that pyloric sphincter acts as a gate. Okay, it will send small amounts of food into the small intestine, and again they will be closed children. After the digestion of those small amounts, that pyloric sphincter again opened, and again it will send small amounts to the small intestine children. Okay, this is about duodenum. Okay children, from duodenum to food enters into small intestine. There in small intestine, what happens means, in the walls of the small intestine, intestinal juices will be released by intestinal glands. Okay children, intestinal glands releases intestinal juice, and intestinal juice also known as succus entericus. Okay, succus entericus. It contains enzymes, okay, peptidase, and the second one is maltose. Third one is lipase, and the fourth one is sucrase. Okay children, these are the enzymes secreted by succus entericus children. Here peptidase acts on the content which were partially digested. Okay children, partially digested proteins were be converted into peptidases children, means peptones. Okay, these peptones, by the action of these peptidase, converts into amino acids children. Okay, by the action of peptidases on peptones, they are further converted into amino acids. Amino acids are the end products after the digestion of proteins children. Okay, next maltose. Maltose in an enzyme that acts on maltose children. These maltose will be converted into glucose. Okay children, maltose here in our mouth or in duodenum, due to pancreatic glands, carbohydrate contents were converted into maltose children. Those maltose, by the action of maltose enzyme, they are further converted into glucose children. Glucose are the end products. Okay children, from glucose energy content will be released children. Next lipase. Lipase acts on fats, and they are converted into fatty acids and glycerol children. Okay, fatty acids or glycerol. And what about the sucrase enzyme? Here the sucrase acts on sucrose children. Okay, it acts on sucrose. Sucrose is nothing but it will present in cane sugar. Okay, these are also one kinds of sugars children. Sucrose is also one kinds of sugars. By the action of sucrase on sucrose, they will be further converted into glucose children. Okay, by this digestion in small intestine will be completed children. Remember one thing children, digestion in our alimentary canal starts from mouth and ends with small intestine. Okay children, in small intestine digestion process will be completed. Okay, it starts from mouth and ends in small intestine, digestion process children. Whereas alimentary canal starts from mouth and ends with anus children. Okay, here in small intestine digestion process completed children. After digestion, what will happen? The digested food will be absorbed into our body. How it will take place, we will see now. Okay, here in small intestine children, after the process of completion of digestion, the absorption will be takes place children. Whatever the food will be digested, the digested food will be mixed up with blood inside our body children. How it will mix up with our blood, we will see now. Here in small intestine, walls of small intestine was surrounded with finger-like projections children. Okay, the tube in both sides, it will be surrounded with finger-like projections like this children. Okay, by these projections, it will increase its surface area. Okay, the absorption surface area will be increased by these finger-like projections, children. What is the role of these finger-like projections? What are these finger-like projection means? These are villi, children. Okay, villi or microvilli. Okay, children. These finger-like projections are known as villi, children. Okay, the role of these is they will absorb the digested food. Okay, here in the walls of this small intestine, these villi are surrounded, children. Near these villi, many blood capillaries will be there, children. Okay, blood capillaries will be there. Okay, these blood capillaries, whatever surrounded near villi, will absorb the digested food, children. Okay, the function of these villi is absorption of digested food. So, these blood capillaries which are present near surrounding area of villi will absorb the content, will absorb the digested food and mix up with the blood, children. After that, blood will carry to each and every organ for the assimilation, children. Here, blood will carry the role of assimilation. Okay, children. With the help of blood, digested food will be carried to each and every organ of our body. After the absorption, here digested food, after the process of digestion, some undigested material also will be there, children. Okay, that material will be sent through small intestine into the next part of alimentary canal, that is large intestine, children. Okay, it is sent to the large intestine. Okay, here in this is the large intestine, children. In large intestine, what happens means the undigested food material will be sent from small intestine to large intestine. In large intestine, the excess of water which was there in the undigested food material will be absorbed by the walls of this large intestine. Okay, excess water will be absorbed by the walls of small intestine, children. After absorption, the material which was undigested material will be brought to the part known as rectum, children. Here the undigested or fecal matter, okay, children, it was brought to here to a part of alimentary canal known as rectum. Rectum is nothing but it is the temporary storage of waste, children. Rectum is temporary storage of waste. Okay, children, up to certain time it will stores the undigested food material which will be sent out. Okay, children. Here next part of alimentary canal is anus, children. Here anus is the part which will send out the waste material from our body, children. Okay. The process by which waste material is sent out from our body is defecation. This is known as defecation. Okay, children, the process by which unwanted materials will be sent out by the anus is known as defecation, children. Okay, children, here this is about the process of digestion which was done in our body, children. Let us see the functions of our digestive system. Functions of our digestive system, children. Here, children, the putting of food into our mouth is known as ingestion. Okay, the way which we put the food material into our mouth is known as ingestion, children. Ingestion is done through our mouth, children. From mouth, the food moves through pharynx and esophagus. Through peristaltic movement, the food enters into the stomach. There, what will happen? Complex food molecules will be broken into simpler forms, children. That process is known as digestion. Okay, children. Digestion will be done. Next, stomach. Okay, children. From stomach, what will happen? The food further moved into the duodenum, that is the U-shaped part, children. In duodenum, from liver, bile juice, and from pancreas, pancreatic juice will be mixed with the food, and further digestion will be completed. From there, the food enters into the through sphincter, pyloric sphincter. Food enters into small intestine, children. Okay. In small intestine, what will happen? Further digestion will be completed. So, total digestion will be completed in small intestine children. In small intestine, digestion process totally completed children. After what will happen? Completion of digestion, absorption will be takes place. Okay, digested food will be absorbed in small intestine. So absorption will takes place in small intestine. After that what will happen? The undigested food material will be sent into the large intestine. There the large intestine will send that undigested food material into a temporary storage known as rectum. Okay, from there the undigested food material will be sent outside the body through anus. Okay, this process is defecation. Okay children, these are the functions which were performed by our digestive system children. Okay children, now let us see the flowchart of our digestive system. Flowchart starts from food will enters into mouth children. Okay, here the space in our mouth is known as buccal cavity children. Okay, buccal cavity. From buccal cavity, food moves into pharynx children. Okay, pharynx which channelizes the air pathway and also the food pathway children. It will send food into food pipe and send air into windpipe children. From pharynx, food enters into esophagus. Okay children, from esophagus, food will enter into stomach. Their complex substances will be converted into simpler forms and the food will be sent into duodenum. In duodenum children, from two glands, digestive juices will be sent into, food will be mixed with the two digestive juices children. One from liver and another from pancreas. Okay children, from duodenum, after the mixing of these juices and breakdown, from duodenum, the food will be entered into small intestine. After the complete digestion of food in small intestine, the waste will be sent into large intestine. Means the undigested food material will be sent into large intestine. From large intestine, the food will be sent into temporary storage of waste, that is rectum, and the waste material is sent through anus to outside our body. This is the flowchart of our digestive system children. Okay, our alimentary canal will start from mouth and ends with anus. Nearly our length of our alimentary canal is 9 meters long children. Okay.